which means let us discuss how the conductors behave in case of electrostatics. Electrostatics ಅಲ್ಲಿ conductors behavior ಹೇಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, that let us discuss one by one. Consider ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ that will be free electrons or liquids na consider ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ positive and negative ions, or gases allu kuda positive and negative ions. But let's just confine our discussion to the solid conductors, specifically the metals, right? So metals alli enagirutte, there will be free electrons which will be lying in the outermost orbit, right? So outermost orbit alli available irtakanta electrons ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, they will carry the charge from one point of the metal body to the another point so that it can conduct the current, right? So those are called as conductors. Now e conductors electrostatics concept bandaga, to the phenomenon of electrostatics andre charges rest alli ide ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ರಿಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ what are all the characteristics or what are all the behavior which we can observe in the conductors, so that we are going to discuss in this session, right? So very first result for the conductors when we take the situation of statics is that inside a conductor electric field is always zero. Electric field ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, zero ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. Fine. So what is the meaning of this result? Say suppose there is a conductor, okay, whether the conductor is a charged conductor or whether it is a neutral conductor, irrespective of it, what is the statement inside a conductor? ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಕಂಡಕ್ಟರ್ ನ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದರ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಝೀರೋ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಕ್ಕೆ ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಅಸ್ಯೂಮ್ ಇಟ್ ಇನ್ ವೈಸ್ ವರ್ಸಾ ಕೇಸ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಫ್ ಐ ಸೇ ಇಫ್ ಇ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಝೀರೋ, ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಝೀರೋ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟರ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ, ಆವಾಗ ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆಬ್ವಿಯಸ್ಲಿ ಈ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಇಂದ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಸಿನ್ಸ್ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟರ್ ಇಸ್ ಮೇಡ್ ಅಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಫ್ರೀ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ಅವೈಲಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Electric field non-zero ಆದಾಗ those free charges will experience certain force, and due to that force they will start drifting, right? But since it is a static situation ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ we will not observe any current inside the conductor, right? So static situation ಇದ್ರೆ static current ಅನ್ನೋದು ಯಾವುದು present ಇರಲ್ಲ, right? ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಾವೇನು what we have to consider is there electric field is zero, right? So free charges inside the conductor ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಓರಿಯೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, they will be randomly oriented. Even if there is non-zero electric field, ಅವಾಗ the orientation, since the orientation of the free charges will be randomly oriented, the electric field due to each charge will get cancelled out, right? So ಹಾಗಾಗಿ net field ಅವಾಗ ಕೂಡ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ inside the conductor zero ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. So in short what we should consider is whether it is a charged conductor or whether it is a neutral conductor, right? ಯಾವುದೇ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟರ್ ಆಗಿರಲಿ, ಕಂಡಕ್ಟರ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್, it will be equal to zero when we are considering it in electrostatic situation. Static situation consider ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ electric field ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟರ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, zero ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. So this is the first result. Charged conductor, at the surface the electric field must be always normal to the surface at every point. What does that mean? Say suppose for example there is a conductor, okay, a charged conductor, okay, ಒಂದು charged conductor ಇದೆ ಅಂತ assume ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, according to this result what it says, the electric field must be normal andre it should be perpendicular to the surface of the charged conductor at every point. ನೀವು ಯಾವುದೇ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಆ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಹತ್ರ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಇರಬೇಕು, it should be ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು, it should be perpendicular ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ. So suppose for example ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ವೈಸ್ ವರ್ಸಾ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡೋಣ. ವೈಸ್ ವರ್ಸಾ means suppose if the electric field rather being normal, okay, say suppose the same charged conductor, okay, it is having charges on the surface, right? So now if the electric field is not normal and it is making certain angle theta, ಇದೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ electric field, it is making certain angle theta. ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, if it is making certain angle theta, then the component of this electric field, we can draw it in this way, right? This will be equal to E sin theta. One component will be perpendicular and the another component will be parallel to the surface, that is E cos theta, right? So this parallel component of the, due to this parallel component of the electric field, what happens to the charges which are placed on the surface? Those charges will experience a certain force due to this parallel component, and due to which what we can observe is there will be a drift in this charges and we will observe the motion. But static condition observe ಮಾಡ್ತಿದೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ charges should not move at any point, right? ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ meaning ಏನು, this component is not supposed to be there. The theta angle should be equal to 90 degree, alva. One more time I'll just explain what I meant. Say for example, electric field normal ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಗೆ, ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಆಂಗಲ್ ಹತ್ರ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ನ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, ರಿಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕಾಂಪೊನೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ತಗೋಬಹುದು. ಒಂದು ಕಾಂಪೊನೆಂಟ್ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಪರ್ಪೆಂಡಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಒಂದು ಕಾಂಪೊನೆಂಟ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ನಾವು ಇವಾಗ ಕಾಂಪೊನೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಹೇಗೆ ಆ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ದಟ್ ಇಫ್ ವಿ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್, ಈ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಕಾಂಪೊನೆಂಟ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಆ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ನ ಎಕ್ಸರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಈ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, they will start drifting, which means they are now moving in the direction of the electric field, right? ಆ electric field component direction ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ಮೂವ್ ಆಗೋಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. But here what we have considered, it should be a static condition, right? Which means the charges are not supposed to move in this situation, ಅದು ಬೌಂಡ್ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಾವೇನ್ ಅಸಂಪ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದೀವೋ, it is making certain angle theta ಅಂತ, that assumption is false, which means if the charges has to be resided on the surface and if we observe the electric field due to those surface charges, that surface charge electric field must be always normal to the surface at every point. ಯಾವುದೇ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಏನಾಗಿರಬೇಕು, it should be normal ಅಥವಾ in other words perpendicular to the surface ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. So this is the second behavior which we observe relating to the conductors in case of electrostatics. So the third characteristic or the third result relating to this is the interior of a conductor can have no excess charge in the static situation. Static situation ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಕಂಡಕ್ಟರ್ ಇಂಟೀರಿಯರ್ ನ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸೆಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇರಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. Say for example, to understand this, let us consider there is a conductor, a charged conductor. Fine. Let us consider a small volume element inside it. So that is delta V, okay, which is composed of surface S, right? Then the electric flux linking to this small volume can be given by E into delta S into cos theta, right? But if you observe, as I just discussed earlier, inside the conductor electric field will be equal to 0, then total flux ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, total flux will be equal to 0. But by Gauss theorem, if I consider the electric flux, Gauss theorem ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಏನು, the total electric flux will be equal to 1 by epsilon naught times the total charge enclosed within the conductor, right? So if I consider this equation, 0 will be equal to 1 over epsilon naught times delta Q, which means by this result it is evident that there will be no excess charge which can reside inside the conductor, right? If it has to reside, it will be residing on the surface of the conductor but never in the interiors of the conductor, right? So this is the third behavior which we observe relating to the conductors when we consider the static situation. The next behavior of this conductors is electrostatic potential is constant throughout the volume of the conductor and has the same value as on its surface. Andre, what is the meaning of it? Say for example there is a conductor. So ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಕಂಡಕ್ಟರ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ whether it is charged or neutral, fine. In that case, what does this means? So electrostatic potential ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ throughout the volume, full volume of the conductor ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಮತ್ತೆ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಕೂಡ ಅದೇ ಒಂದೇ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. The potential will not vary throughout the volume or throughout the surface. How it is possible? Say we know inside the conductor the electric field is zero, right? Electric field zero ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ what does it mean? The work done in bringing a test charge from one point to another will be equal to zero if there is no potential difference in bringing one charge from one point to another point. Work done zero ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ meaning ಏನು, there will be no potential difference. ಒಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಇಂದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟಿಗೆ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಯಾವುದೇ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇರಲ್ಲ. ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಅ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್. ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಇಂದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟಿಗೆ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ವರ್ಕ್ ಡನ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೋ, ಏನು ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಇರುತ್ತೋ ಅದೇ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಥ್ರೂ ಔಟ್ ದ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ರಿಮೇನ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಯಾವುದೇ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟರ್ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಎಷ್ಟಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಬೈ ದಿಸ್ ಇಕ್ವೇಷನ್. To understand this, let us consider there is a conductor which is a charged conductor. Okay, let us assume it is a positively charged conductor. In this positively charged conductor, let us consider a Gaussian surface. ಒಂದು Gaussian surface na consider ಮಾಡೋಣ, which is of ಒಂದು pill box shape ಅಲ್ಲಿ. Let us assume a Gaussian surface which is having a surface area of surface cross sectional area of delta S, fine. And let us assume sigma is the surface charge density on the surface what we are considering. Gaussian surface ಅಲ್ಲಿ sigma na surface charge density ಅಂತ assume ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, so what will be the total flux which will be passing through this Gaussian surface? It can be given by, let us say, since I am considering a small Gaussian surface of negligible height, okay, if you observe the interior part of the Gaussian surface, there are no charges present inside the surface of the conductor. But when you consider the exterior part of the conductor in the Gaussian surface, towards the exterior part there are few charges which are residing over the surface. So our surface ige surface charge density ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಅಂತ assume ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. Sigma, we know, we have learned it in the first chapter. Sigma, surface charge density, is nothing but the total amount of charge per unit surface area. Sigma will be equal to delta Q by delta S. That is there, right? Now what will be the total flux? Total flux is equals to E into delta S, right? So where E is the electric field and delta is the surface area what we are considering. Let us consider that as equation 1. Now by Gauss theorem ಪ್ರಕಾರ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ electric flux is given by delta phi is equals to 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught into delta Q, right? Let us consider this as equation number 2. Now equating equation 1 and 2, E into delta S will be equal to delta Q by epsilon naught. But we know what is the value of delta Q by this equation. Surface charge density equation in the ನಮಗೆ ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ ಕ್ಯೂ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಏನಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ ಕ್ಯೂ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೆಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಸಿಗ್ಮಾ ಇಂಟು ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ ಎಸ್, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ ಕ್ಯೂ ಹಿಯರ್, we get E into delta S is equal to sigma into delta S divided by epsilon naught, right? Therefore this delta S will get cancelled. E will be equal to sigma divided by epsilon naught. If I express it in vector forms, this is just the magnitude of the electric field. If I express it in vector form, I will write a normal, I will draw a normal, a unit vector I will consider in the direction of the electric field. Electric field ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಗೆ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಯೂನಿಟ್ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ನ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. Here I am assuming it as n cap. So this unit vector gives the direction of the electric field. I hope you got this explanation. One more time I'll explain. Listen it carefully. So according to this statement, what it says, ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್, ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟರ್ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಬೈ ದಿಸ್ ಈಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಏನು ಅಸ್ಯೂಮ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ, ಒಂದು ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟರ್ ನ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಆ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ರೀಸೈಡ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಅಟ್ ಒನ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಡ್ರಾನ್ a small pill box. I have considered a Gaussian surface which is in the shape of a pill box which is of negligible small height. If you observe the Gaussian surface, inside the at the interior part of the Gaussian surface there are no charges residing, so we need not to bother about the point of reference inside the Gaussian surface. But when you look at the outer part of the Gaussian surface, so few charges are residing on the surface, so we'll consider only the point outside the Gaussian surface. So ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಫ್ಲಕ್ಸ್ ನ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, if I assume delta S is the area of cross section of this pill box, then surface charge density ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, that we have learnt in the first chapter, sigma will be equal to delta Q by delta S. So by this equation I can take an expression for delta Q, that is sigma into delta S. So this will be the small amount of charge which will be residing on the surface in this Gaussian surface. Total flux ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, total flux will be equal to E into delta S, right? Gauss theorem ನ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ total flux ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ delta phi will be equal to 1/4 epsilon naught into delta Q. Delta Q ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ನ ಈ ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್ ಇಂದ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ we get sigma into delta S by epsilon naught. Equating equation 1 and 2, ಎರಡು equations ನ equate ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ I get E into delta S is equals to 1/2 epsilon naught into sigma into delta S divided by epsilon naught. ಈ ಎರಡು equations ನ equate ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ I get this equation. Cancelling this delta S term, the final expression for electric field is E is equals to sigma by epsilon naught. If in vector forms, if I rewrite that expression, I can take a unit vector to give the direction of the electric field, which is always normal to the surface of the conductor. A surface of the conductor ಗೆ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಈ unit vector ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. That gives the direction of the electric field. So the last result which we are discussing about these conductors is electrostatic shielding. So what is this electrostatic shielding? It is the phenomenon of protecting a certain region of space from an external field. ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು external field ಇಂದ ನಾವು ಒಂದು some region of space, ಆ conductor ಒಳಗಡೆ, if we are protecting it from the influence of the external fields, then such phenomenon we call it as electrostatic shielding. For that, let us consider there is a charged conductor. Okay, when the charged conductor ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, let us assume there is a cavity inside the conductor. Okay, there is a cavity inside the conductor in such a way that there is no electric field which is present inside this cavity. ಈ cavity ಹೇಗೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, the electric field which is influencing in the outer conductor or any charges, if it is given to this conductor, they can reside only on the surface of the conductor. Okay, so there will be no presence or influence of the outer electric field or the outer charges inside this cavity. ಈ cavity ಒಳಗಡೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಯಾವುದೇ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕಲ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಆಗಿರಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಯಾವುದೇ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಆಗಿರಲಿ ಅದರಿಂದ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೂಯೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಇಂಥ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ನ ನಾವು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, ಇಂಥ ಒಂದು ಕ್ಯಾವಿಟಿನ ಒಂದು ಕಂಡಕ್ಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆ ಫೆನಾಮಿನನ್ನ ನಾವು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಸ್ಟಾಟಿಕ್ ಶೀಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಫೆನಾಮಿನನ್ ಇಸ್ ಬೇಸಿಕಲಿ ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ certain cases, in certain situations, in terms of protecting some sensitive instruments from the external electric appliances, right? So externally electric field apply ಆಗೋದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಅವಾಯ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ, ಒಂದು ಸೆನ್ಸಿಟಿವ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೂಮೆಂಟ್ ನ ಅದು ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೂಯೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ ಅವಾಯ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಆ ಕೇಸಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಸ್ಟಾಟಿಕ್ ಶೀಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಫೆನಾಮಿನನ್ ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. So these are few important behavior, or you can see the results of conductors which we observe basically in electrostatics. So in the next session we will try to discuss about the dielectrics and polarization. So dielectrics ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ electrostatics ಅಲ್ಲಿ behave ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, and what is the phenomenon of polarization, that we shall discuss in the next session. So till then, study well, take care.